Tonight, we're going to be talking about something very important. Sleep. Sleep is so important for your overall health, for your recovery, for your body functions, for your training, for everything. It is so important. And if it's not important in your life, or it's kind of put aside, it'll start to catch up with you. So, if you have trouble sleeping, we need to come up with a routine of some sort to get you going so you can get into the mode of going to sleep and getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. There's a lot of things you can do. Let's check it out. One thing I like to do is make this a concoction of what I call my nightcap. No, it's not whiskey nightcap. It's a little bit of casein. I got my peanut butter powder. I've been starting to incorporate some plant-based protein powder, and I put a little peanut butter with it. Let's put it together. So I weigh everything because I track my food. Right now, lately have not been tracking as crazy accurately, but I still weigh everything I pretty much eat. So I know exactly every night how much I eat of everything when it comes to this. So that's about a serving and a half of casein right there. And I'm going to put a serving of protein powder. That's a little bit much. Ooh, let's take a little bit out. There you go. That's pretty good. Within 1 gram is good. As I have been enjoying eating more plant-based lately, incorporating this into my night routine has been good. I find it doesn't mix too well with like milks and such, so it's kind of as enjoyable to eat, but it definitely mixes well like how you mix a casein pretty well, like with just a little bit of water, making kind of a mousse. Take a little bit of creatine. Sometimes I used to have this during the day, but lately I've been having it right now, just to change things up. Now, I love peanut butter. Too much, in fact. So, I'm always having basically half a serving. So, that's way too much. That's basically almost a serving. You want about 16 grams. Oh, look at that. 16 grams. Perfect. And basically what I do here is I slowly add water and then mix until it's like a mousse. There you go. It's nice and thick, not too watery. There you go. Now, eating this doesn't, I don't think, induce sleep per se, but it's kind of like a nighttime routine. Casein digests slowly overnight in your stomach, so it feeds your bodies, helping recovery overnight, so it's good to have casein, especially at night. The other thing I like to do is to make like a night and sleepy time kind of tea. Now, I'm not so sure exactly what's in the properties of some of these teas, but it's like, you get like something like this. There's tons out there you can get. I've been trying them all over the years. There's not one I feel like that's better than the other. But I like this taste of honey, so I've been using this lately. And what does it got in here? It's got chamomile, spearmint, lemongrass, hawthorn, natural honey flavor, blossoms. I think it's the chamomile that kind of is like aids and starts a good sleep. So I'm not a big fan of boiling my tea. I like my tea hot but not boiling. So I'll put it like 180 or something like that. And again, you want to have this a little bit of time before you go to bed, not like right before you go to bed. Otherwise, you'd be peeing all night. Try to have it a little earlier. So yeah, kind of like gives your body time to like digest it and kind of take it into your body. Let's use a cool mug with my name on it and brew this up. Something else that Sarah has been introducing me to lately is these gummies, magnesium gummies. Now, before I used to take magnesium like in pill form. I mean, those things were huge. I would like have to break them up and like swallow them because I would like be worried I was going to choke on them. Magnesium is good for muscle function. People say that taking magnesium helps you get a good sleep at night. I'm on the fence about it. I think it kind of works. I think maybe like it does help a little bit, right? Anything can help. But I do like these as against taking those pills because like I thought I was going to choke on this. And these are like gummies. And who doesn't love gummies? Gummies are good. And these taste like really good. Another thing you can do is to incorporate a like stretch routine at night. I like to do it at night, which is like 15 to 20 minutes long, right? And I might even bust out the foam roller, right? Like foam roll on the back a little bit, maybe even work my shoulder mobility and such, And I usually do it on my computer here, right? And it's good. Maybe combine it with, drinking of my tea, things like that. Now, let's talk about some things that you kind of want to avoid, right? screen time, right? The blue light that comes into our eyes, it's kind of like looking at the sun, right? It makes our body feel like there's the sun out here and we gotta like stay awake, right? Kind of confuses your brain. It makes you kind of stay up awake at night. So you kind of want to reduce screen time. This is something I'm personally working on. Like everybody, we got the screens, we got computers, we got, TVs, all that stuff. I get it. I do this. This is my habit I'm breaking. Reducing screen time before you go to bed goes a long way. Another thing I hear about, and I've had this problem sometimes, not really, but I've had it before when there's something really going on in my life and it's bothering me and it's really bothering me, that's when I can't sleep. And I know there's a lot of people I talk to have this thing where like they get into bed and all of a sudden they're wide awake because they start thinking about their day, they start thinking about the next day, and they start thinking about, oh my God, I got this to do, I got to like, right? That's the thing that's very common, and I think it's important to like kind of understand that like recognize those thoughts, right? But we have to understand that like if you can't control it at that time, like what are you going to do about it? So the things you can't control while you're in bed at that time, there's no point in thinking about it now. So there must be a way we can think about how to let go of those things around this time at night before you go to bed. So you just break that cycle of just thinking about things when you really should be thinking about just like going to bed. In these times that we're living in, it's hard to not worry about things, right? But there's just certain things that are in our control and there's things that are out of our control. So let's go over the things we can have in our control. 1, you can make something like a tea or something to help you go to sleep at night. 2, do some sort of like stretch routine to get you into the mindset of relaxing. 3, have some sort of like casein or something that you can have at night that kind of is a routine part, gets you into the mindset of going to bed at night. And 4, maybe you have a little bit of like a magnesium thing, maybe that helps. See, the thing is, these are just a few suggestions. Some other good ideas include reading a book, meditating, or even listening to some music. The bottom line is this: your sleep hygiene and your sleep is so important for your long-term health, your long-term brain health, your ability to recover. Say if you're trying to lose weight. I've known people that follow their macros to a T, but they just don't get any sleep. So their cortisol levels are elevated, their body's stressed already from cutting as well, eating a little less, and it just makes them to hold on to that weight. So find some routine, get some sleep, and I guarantee you it's going to make a lot of difference in your life. Peace!